Hey guys. So this unplugged that I'm doing right now is it's going to be somewhat different from some of the other ones that I've done. But but the thing but the thing is though this unplugged it's just in my opinion it's just as important as those other ones, which it is. And I'd like to think that every single one of my unplugs that I've made all across the board are all important because these are all experiences that I've been through throughout my short life here on Earth that I just want to share with all of you because I feel that all of you deserve to hear about my life and my life stories and everything in between. But this particular unplug though is kind of different, and I think I think in a way might be I think in a way might be a bit more special because because this is an unplugged series. Sorry, this is an unplugged series I'm actually doing at the behest of a suggestion that a friend of mine made when he and I hung out like some weeks ago, and so this unplugged, unlike some of the other ones, it's gonna be a highlight of it's gonna be a series of okay. This is gonna be a series about me and my journey through my short life with my autism diagnosis. And I'm doing this not only because he suggested it, but also because I believe at least that this is a good idea. And and also hopefully by doing this, by making this particular unplugged series, I hope in some way I can encourage, everyone else out there who has autism like I do, that they can be like, hey, like I too understand what you've been through. I get, some of the successes, failures, the highs and lows that you've had to deal with. Anyway, I actually do hope that I do at least encourage something like that among some people. I don't know who, but I at least hope some people. But like with any good story, it is usually best to start at the beginning. So my journey with my autism diagnosis begins a long time ago, which by the way was a Thursday. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke that my older sister made a long time ago, which by the way, if she's watching this, Allison, I want to say hi, and also I am so freaking happy that you and I have been rebuilding our relationship as brother and sister. Anyway, with all that being said, this is the beginning of my journey through my autism. So, a long time ago, a long time ago, I was about 3, 4 years old. Maybe I was 5 years old. I know that I was very young. I just can't remember specifically what the age was, but it was somewhere within that pocket. And the story that I'm about to tell, I did highlight it in one of my last Unplugged videos, but I'm going to be telling it in kind of a different sort of way in this way, so hopefully the story is fresh, and I just hope that you guys still gravitate to it and still enjoy it. So with that being said, here we go. So I was very young, like I want to say I was either in preschool or starting preschool or somewhere in kindergarten, somewhere within that range I was there. And this one day, my parents decided to just decide to take me to decided to take me to the doctor this one day, and we went, and I think I remember distinctly the office, the feel of the table that I was sitting on, and everything else. And the doctor kind of ran me through a series of tests and things, and I went through them. And I remember the doctor was like, okay, I'm gonna get your parents. Just sit here, relax, wait a few minutes. And I was like, okay, and I just sat there. And the doctor asked for my parents to come in. They came, and but here was the crazy thing. My autism wasn't called autism. I was told I had something called developmental disability disorder. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know that was autism. But the doctor told me that, my parent told my parents that, and both of my parents honestly reacted completely the opposite of one another. My mom honestly reacted as if this was like the worst news in the entire world. Like, she kind of looked away from me and she kind of went like this. And I was just like in my mind, I'm just like, what? Like what? Is there something wrong with me or something? Like, what's the problem? Like, I couldn't properly, vocally articulate that. I couldn't, because, well, yeah, I was thinking that. I didn't know how to, like, say it properly or vocally express it properly. And my dad, he just came up to me and he just gave me the warmest hug in the entire world. And then we thanked the doctor for his time, and he thanked us for coming by. And we got in the car and we headed home. And I remember when we came out of the car, like the first thing that I did was I just went inside and I started playing with my Thomas the Tank Engine toy that I had at the time. And my dad, he came down to my level, and he looked at me in the eye, and he said, and I don't necessarily know if he worded it like this or said this, but he basically said to me, son, anyone in this life you want to be, you can be it. Anywhere in life you want to go, you can go. Anything in life you want to do, you can do it. And you want to know something? Fast forward the clock to nowadays. I have made videos with both myself and my friends. I have a book that I'm working on. I have an idea for a pilot that I want to do. I have a comic idea that I want to do. And you want to know something? A few years back, my dad and we were on the phone, and my dad honestly gave me one of the biggest humbling compliments I have ever had in my entire life. which is a sentiment that's also been echoed by my beautiful, wonderful, incredible, selfless wife, life partner. I can't summon the tears, but know this: when my dad told me this, and when my wife echoed that sentiment to me, it has humbled me immensely, which is this: my dad called me a Renaissance man, and I still carry those words up here and in here too. And I carry all the good stuff that my wife says about me also in here, as well as in here too. And to close off part 1 of this massive Unplugged series that I'm going to be doing, anything in life you want to be, you can be. Anywhere in life you want to go, you can go. Anything in life you want to do, you can do it. Because you have the potential to be a Renaissance person. I believe in you. In you, in you, in you, in you, in you, in all of you. I believe in you. So, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed part 1 of my autism story. And if you did, don't forget to flash me one of these. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comments below. And I will see all you lovely people in the next video. Bye!